Guys, welcome. Happy Thursday to all of you. We've got a special matinee edition of Warwick Radio Chat. Because we just got a positive test that Ryan Garcia's B sample comes back positive. And what does this mean? Well, we'll go through that and all that and more on the latest edition of War a Week Boxing Chats.
Rashawn Holdings proudly presents Warwick Radio Chats with ring announcer Joseph Herron.
Guys, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and I tell you what, guys, I'm in such a great mood. We've got a big marathon boxing day for all of you guys coming up. I wasn't even planning on going live until 5 p.m. Eastern, in which we're going to feature our very dear friend, Iceman John Scully. He's going to give us his take on everything that happened this past weekend, as well as give us an update on Arthur Beterbiev, as well as, Big Time Boxing USA on the Zone coming up tonight. So we're going to be covering that. We're also going to have a watch party for Dimitri Salinas, big event. And, but guys, we're also going to talk about, after this, Canelo's pay-per-view numbers, very lackluster pay-per-view numbers, and what that actually means for Al Heyman and PBC. But first, guys, breaking news. And I have to also start off with, this, guys, in my special, terrible accent I just did. And this isn't called terrible accent. This is called terrible fan takes.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
I don't care what you guys say. That is a great Ghanaian accent. But anyway, guys, here's our very first terrible fan take. And this is, this happened right after news broke from Big Fat Dan Rafael. He said this about an hour ago.
Ryan Garcia's drug test B sample results from the Devin Haney fight have reported now also come back positive for Osterine, just as the A samples did.
And so what do we know here? What does that even mean right now? Does that mean he's guilty? Well, according to this guy, Will Lynch II, he says this, and this is via Twitter/X. He says this: "Don't talk to me about Ryan Garcia being innocent. I told y'all he was guilty. The lying, cheating prick tried to murder Devin Haney. I told you the tooth fairy was real. I told you." Brother, this doesn't prove or mean a damn thing just yet. Once again, everyone knows that if you test positive for a drug test, right? If you test positive, you come up positive, it is the burden of proof is now on the fighter and his team. You are guilty until proven innocent, right? And ordinarily, I would say that looks really, really bad. And if you're Connor Benn and try to use a terrible excuse like the egg excuse, well, then, yeah, I'd say you're probably up the creek without a paddle. But guys, this is Osterine. Once again, we've already reported on this. I think we were the first one to do it. Not Big Fat and Raphael. That guy didn't conduct his due diligence. He just wanted to be first. So what does this actually mean, guys? So let's show you this real quick. I'm going to read from USADA, right? I'm going to read from USADA. Hold on right here. Let me show you the screen, guys. Let me show you this, okay? I'm going to read from this. It says, and this was back from July 25th, 2017. So this has been a big problem in the sporting world for, well, at least a decade, right? So it says this, and we reported this several weeks ago. And it says this, supplement warning, athletes at risk from Osterine in supplements. Osterine is the trademark name for a selective androgen receptor modulator that is not approved for human use or consumption in the U.S. or in any other country. Osterine is also prohibited at all times under the S1 anabolic agent category of W.A.W prohibited list. In recent years, W.A.W has reported an increasing number of positive tests involving SARMs, even though only illegal products contain Osterine, and it's not currently available as a prescription medication in any country. For athletes, it's especially important to be aware of the recent increase in supplement contamination and supplement-related incidents involving Osterine. The unfortunate reality is that some dietary supplement manufacturers illegally, I'm going to highlight this, illegally put Osterine and other SARMs in their products. Listen to this. And some omit Osterine from the label entirely or use misleading names to confuse consumers. While labels are unreliable, you should still look out for Osterine's many synonyms, including MK2866 and Obosarm, 2S, well, anyway, I can't pronounce all these right now. And there it is, guys, right? Listen to this. Below are some figures that indicate just how problematic Osterine has become within the sports community. Here's the first one. Positive tests involving Osterine have increased steadily in recent years, with W.A.W reporting more than 100 Osterine positives between just the years 2015 and 2017. Now listen to this. Here's the most shocking one. Since 2014, USADA has announced 39 cases involving the use of possession of Osterine. Now check this one out. This one is the humdinger, right? Ready for this? There are currently over 72 products on the high-risk list that contain Osterine. In 19 products, Osterine is not declared on the label. In many cases, there are no red flags or other indications that the product poses an anti-doping risk, as the products list only vitamins, minerals, amino acids, or herbal ingredients. Guys, and obviously this is up to Team Ryan Garcia now to conduct their due diligence and to prove, and more than likely, guys, how this is going to be proven is by a hair follicle test. That's it. That's going to prove to see whether or not this is long-term use or this is a fluke. This is supplement contamination. Also, it would help also if he still has some of the supplements that he was using when he was preparing for Devin Haney, because you have to list all of them with the State Athletic Commission as well as VEDA when you're doing the testing. You have to list all of them. Right? So once again, what does the B sample test actually prove? Nothing yet. So guys, be patient. It's going to be a minute. But here, let's go to another terrible fan take, right? You ready for this one? Yeah, this is pretty funny. I love this. And this is one of my favorite guys to pick on with the slash X. Okay. And this is from W.A.W, right? Let me just play this again. I'm going to play this again, guys.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
Haha, and I'm sorry. That is a beautiful Ghana accent. I don't know what you guys mean, what you guys are saying. But let's try this now, okay? Let's do this. We're going to stop screen, and we're going to, here we go. We're going to share this one now. So I want you guys to see this. This guy's an idiot. Oh, you guys watching this now? W.A.W. Yeah. W.A.W the glutton. Musty. Ryan Garcia B sample results pushed back. They tampering. They tampering. And I say that respectfully. Oh, Chingo. Can you be any dumber without saying that you're an idiot? Oh, boy. Anyway, I get a kick out of that. But, guys, come on. Look, no one, no state athletic commission, no one involved in boxing wants there to be controversy or any kind of corruption or any kind of, they don't want anyone screaming robbery. They don't want any, so trust me on this. Everyone's going to conduct their due diligence to come up with the proper verdict on this, right? So if Ryan is indeed innocent and if this is indeed a product of supplement contamination, then it's going to be ruled that way. But if Ryan Garcia did in fact take Osterine to get an unfair advantage on fight night, then it'll be ruled that way. But guys, trust the system, okay? Trust the system. We don't know anything yet. All we know, and guys, we already knew that the B sample was going to come back positive. That's just a mere formality. What we don't know is, now, once again, guys, I'm going to show you guys something else. This is how communicable Osterine is and what a problem this is within the sports community. I'm not talking about boxing. I'm talking about everything, guys. Check this out. I want you guys to see this. Now, this is how communicable Osterine actually is. Are you guys looking at this? Right? Says evidence of Osterine cross-contamination via sweat in two athletes sharing the same neoprene hamstring sleeves. An original situation of drug transfer where the anti-doping rule violation was suspended by the sport authorities. This is shocking, guys. That's how communicable this is. Listen to this. During a 2 weeks period, a male athlete tested 2 times for positive for Osterine in urine. And this was urine. He challenged these results, and his hair and nail test returned negative. He admitted to using 2 neoprene hamstring sleeves of another athlete who confessed to abusing Osterine. This was confirmed in his hair and his fingernail clippings. His toenail clippings, guys, that's how communicable this is. That's how easy it is to transfer this drug, even from sweat from using a contaminated sleeve. Guys, this is a real problem. And why aren't we hearing this from journalists?
He's guilty. Throw the book at Ryan. I'm a fat ass. And, someone told me he was guilty when I was in line at the Golden Corral buffet.
Guys, these guys are so quick to just reveal. They want to be first. They don't care about being right anymore. They just want to be first. And that is wrong, guys. That is wrong. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And, hold on. We've got a lot of we got a lot of haters here, guys. Once again, everything that I'm telling you, and once again, guys, I'm in this business. I've been in this business for 20 years. I don't have a dog in the hunt. Okay? I don't have a dog in the hunt. I don't care. Once again, think about where your opinion is coming from. What is this based on? What is your opinion based on? Are you butthurt that Ryan kicked Devin Haney's ass? Because I couldn't care less. I've been in this business, and that means everyone in this business, all they want is for the fight to be a success. That's it. We really don't care who wins. We just don't. That's just how we roll. And if you guys can't handle that, well, then I'm sorry. But can you guys say the same? Did you guys not have a dog in the hunt when you were watching this? Is that where your opinion is coming from? Because I tell you what, everything that I'm saying is based on fact. And you crying about it doesn't make it any less true. I'm sorry. Once again, tell me how I'm reporting false information. Everything is factual and nothing has been proven yet. The only thing that came out today is what we already knew was going to happen, that the second test was going to be positive. Marco Chaz, welcome to the show, sir. Yeah, boxing needs Ryan. The sport needs heroes. Ryan is the modern Ali. Chingao. I love it. That's the spirit, brother. Fuego Milzim. Thank you for welcome to the show, sir. He says, of course it's going to be positive. That's no surprise there. Of course. What's up with you, Dex? Thank you for joining us, my friend. W.A.W, welcome to the show, sir. Thank you. It's the Matrix. It's the Illuminati, bro. They set Ryan up. Bohemian Grove was touched at 2 years old. I love it, guys. I'm having too much fun with this. Once again, guys, I don't care. I don't have a dog in the hunt, unlike most fans. Look, I'm reading all this stuff on Twitter also, Twitter/X. I'm reading all this stuff where it's like, man, see, Devin Haney still undefeated, yo. That remains to be seen. Either way, if he's guilty, it's more than likely going to be turned into a no contest. And yes, he's still undefeated and he has a WBC belt. Very good. Happy for you. But does that erase what we saw last month? Does that erase what we saw at the Barclays Center last month? And correct me if I'm wrong, does Osterine or any other PED, and even the 3.2 pounds that Haney agreed to, right? Ignorantly. Like, that was a stupid move. If I were his dad and if I were Devin Haney, I would have forced Ryan Garcia. Nope. We're not going on with the fight unless I want to see you kill yourself to make weight. I want to see you in misery. Nope. Instead, they thought it was worth it to take the extra $1.5 million. Yeah, hey man, give us some free money. We'll give you those 3 pounds. We're still going to whoop your ass. Not realizing that he was in a going to be much healthier going into this fight. And why? Because he didn't have to kill himself to make that weight, to make 140. Devin Haney did. So, guys, there's a lot that remains to be seen here. So, correct me if I'm wrong, though. PEDs had nothing to do with Devin Haney falling for the first trap that Ryan set for him. A minute into the fight. Jab, jab, jab. Hook off the jab. Hurt him. Did that have anything to do with PEDs or the extra 3.2 pounds? No. They knew his best weapon was a left hook. They said it all throughout the promotion. And he still couldn't get away from it. Guys, that had nothing to do with PEDs. Anyway, Luis Trevino, welcome to the show, sir. And salute, Joseph Aaron, new listener, excellent channel, liked and subscribed. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Once again, everyone who's on this channel is in the business. Like I said, later on this evening, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, we're going to be having a special interview with John, the Iceman Scully. He's going to give us his take, and he's going to give us an official update on Arthur Beterbiev, whether or not he expects him to come back later this year. So please don't miss that. And thank you for subscribing, my friend. Marcos Chaz. Free Ryan. Osterine isn't everything. Well, not everything, but guys, over the past decade, it's been spotted or identified in over 70 different supplements. Cross-contamination with Osterine is a real problem, guys. Luis Trevino. Yep, Dan the Buffet Menace. Oh, that guy is a fairy. Yeah, I know. Man, he tried to murder him. I told you the tooth fairy was real. Look, guys, get out your feels. If you're a real fan of boxing, come on. Come on, guys. If you're a real fan of boxing, like, once again, we respect anyone who's a fan of Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia or anybody. Because the sport, let's just face it, in the American market, we need more fans like you guys. But don't be arguing. Understand that your observation, your objectivity is compromised because you're a fan. Okay? Hey, that's it. It is what it is. It's great, man. Pull out the pom-poms when it comes to fight night. Great. I'm glad you have a favorite. But don't be trying to tell me that I'm wrong, because I don't have that problem. I'm not waving the pom-poms for anybody. Not a promoter, not a fighter, not a platform. It is what it is. Fuego Milzim says Bill Haney is relieved that Devin will still have his O and still be undefeated under those lights. Well, we'll see. That remains to be seen. Once again, guys, we haven't learned anything new. We already knew that the B sample was going to come out positive. We already knew that. Guys, this has a long way to go, okay? Now, once again, W.A.W has to be Haney 100% getting that O back. Maybe so. But the damage has already been done either way, guys. And I feel bad for him. He got his ass smoked like a cheap cigar. And there it is. And there it is. Ha ha. Woo. And there it is, guys. There it is. I love it. Let's see. Tommy Dokes, welcome to the show, sir. Paveckin, Lucas Brown, White, Valdez, Canelo, Neary, Ben Stivern, Luis Ortiz all failed drug tests, got 6 to 12 months at best. Big Baby Miller failed multiple tests, got 2 years. What will Ryan get? We'll see. He has to be found guilty of actually trying to get an unfair advantage. Once again, guys, we have yet to find out anything. So, guys, 20 minutes in, and we have yet to talk about, anyway, we want to thank, I've got so many people in the chat. Thank you for doing this today. Oh, the pigeon, Osterine and everything. Yep. Haney's fans are crybabies. Well, if you got to feel for him, though, guys, they were talking like he was the next Mayweather, and he got his ass whooped and outboxed by, let's just face it, a C-level fighter, right? A guy with great athletic gifts, great reflexes, but he got his ass whooped by a C-level fighter, a guy who he called a C-level fighter going into this. W.A.W. Ryan Garcia is the John Daly of boxing. If you're not a semi-golf casual, you won't get that joke. Yeah, I'll agree. I mean, and that's a perfect example, actually, a perfect analogy. This is John Daly is a guy who was an overachiever or an underachiever. This is a guy who's a fat slob, but basically wins based on his natural gifts on the golf course, right? Right? So Ryan Garcia is getting by, even though he has a deep amateur background, he's basically been getting by on his natural power, his natural quickness, his natural reflexes. This is a guy, man, who is getting by basically on his natural athleticism. Okay? So that's a very good analogy, my friend. Good call. Hold on. I was asked to read Tony, let's hear it. Joe, I've said this multiple times and people don't want to hear it. If Ryan already had great hand speed, how much would this PED actually improve it? Look, guys, once again, Haney falling for the very first trap that was set by Ryan Garcia within the first minute had nothing to do with PEDs or the 3.2 pounds over the weight limit, right? That's it. That's it, guys. Once again, and Haney fans know this. They already know this. They're just upset about all of this, right? Now, once again, let's move on, guys, because we didn't learn anything new, regardless of what Dan Raphael wants to make you think.
Yeah, he's guilty. He's going down. Just like that cheeseburger at Five Guys.
Yeah, okay. We don't know anything yet, guys. Okay? So anyway, let's move on, guys. Do you want to do another? Well, no, we'll save that for the end. Guys, let's talk about, once again, let's do this one. I really like this one. Let's do it. Hold on, guys. Let's have fun today, right? It's Thursday. Let's have fun, guys.
Maybe, just maybe, it's time for Rick Glazer's Twitter watch. Bang!
First of all, guys, let's stop this screen, right? Let's find Rick Glazer's Twitter watch. Thank you, Teddy. Okay, here it goes. Let's see. Let's find it. Let me go on X. I should have. One would have thought I would have actually had this already prepared. Hold on, guys. Let me pull it up. It's got to be here somewhere. Hold on. All right, here it is. Here it's coming. And this was reported yesterday by Rick Glazer. Okay, now let me show you guys this, all right? This is Rick Glazer's Twitter watch. Here it goes, guys. Here it is. See if you guys can see this. Let me know if you guys can see this okay, all right? Anyway, this says Rick Glazer's Twitter watch. This was reported by Rick yesterday morning at 5:47 a.m., May 22nd. He says, here's what many have been waiting for. The Canelo Munguia pay-per-view did slightly over 550,000 pay-per-view buys. Wow. Hashtag boxing. Wow. Guys, that's not good. That's not good at all. We told you guys going into this that PBC's future weighed heavily on the performance of Canelo Munguia on pay-per-view, right? And this is a problem. So we also told you and projected that this had to do well over 1 million purchases for this to be a commercial success for PBC and everyone involved. Instead, it does half that number, half the number that PBC and Al Heyman needed it to do. So what does that mean? Guys, this is a real problem. So now it makes sense that Al Heyman, it's been reported by a lot of people within the boxing community. Everyone's been talking about this, that Al Heyman is currently shopping around for another advisor or another investor. And why? Because he lost his ass with this Canelo event. Now, they gave Canelo Alvarez almost $40 million guaranteed to fight Jaime Munguia, who made over $6 million guaranteed. And if this only did a little over 550,000 purchases, guys, they lost money on this. This is not good. This is not good, guys. So yeah, and from what I've been told, I'm not supposed to share this, but I'm going to. The investor who is actually Heyman is talking to right now, and he's a serious guy. It is none other than, are you ready? Drum roll, please. Turkey Al-Sheikh. Guys, he is trying to get Turkey Al-Sheikh as a silent investor to fund PBC events. And there's a chance he may get it. But here's where the problem's going to lie, right? Turkey Al-Sheikh, obviously he's interested in developing product, developing matchups, developing fighters in the U.S. market. And hey, if it's on an already established platform like PBC, win-win. But here's the problem. If Turkey Al-Sheikh is going to be footing the bill, he's going to want creative control. Heyman does not want that. He wants someone to just write the checks and leave complete control to him. Guys, Turkey Al-Sheikh's not going to be willing to do that. And I don't see where Al Heyman is in a position to be able to debate or squabble, because this is it. Because let's face it, guys, Tank Davis versus Frank Martin is going to be a bomb. It's not going to do well on pay-per-view, and everyone knows this. Now, realistically, guys, put it in the chat. How many pay-per-view purchases do you see that pay-per-view actually doing? Tank Davis versus Frank Martin and David Benavidez versus Alexander Gvozdyk. Realistically, guys, do you see that eclipsing the 150,000 purchase mark? And with as much money as Tank Davis and David Benavidez, as much money as they're demanding, they're going to lose their ass, guys. This is going to be and so that's why this fight hasn't even happened yet. And Al Heyman is already preparing for the worst case scenario. That's why he's talking in negotiating with Turkey Al-Sheikh. That is the mystery investor. So you heard it here first, guys. That is the mystery investor. It's Turkey Al-Sheikh. So go ahead, guys. Just remember who told you first. Your friend Joseph on War a Week Boxing. So, guys, we've been on already for 32 minutes, and we still have a lot more to cover. And, guys, I want to, once again, how do you think this pay-per-view performs, guys? Oh, boy. Randy, welcome to the show, sir. He says, 150 to 175,000 max. I agree, brother. The Pigeon says 70,000 max. You know, I can actually see that as well. Larry Liston, a much wider window from 70,000 to 150,000. Guys, see, I'm not wrong. I think you guys are absolutely right. Heyman is just a middleman. No, Adam Lopez, but he may be. He's going to have to be if he still wants this to continue. Now we're talking. Adam's got the beat. Turkey needs to make the fights. Yes. And unfortunately, Al Heyman doesn't want that. Well, you know what I would do if I were Turkey Al-Sheikh? I wouldn't do a damn thing. I would let him go under and just pick up his fighters as they leave out of necessity. The Pigeon says, get rid of Heyman and Finkel. You know what, brother? Sounds like a good plan to me. Uh-oh. I didn't say this. Turkey is the middleman for not just Saudi, but for someone else as well that I cannot mention. And no, it isn't Kinahan. If you say so, brother. But yes, it is indeed Daniel Kinahan. It is DK. And it's not Don King. Yep. There it is. There it is, brother. But look, guys, we'll see what happens, guys. But yeah, this isn't looking good for Al Heyman and PBC. Not looking good, guys. Not looking good at all. But guys, let's close this out because we do have to get back on the air in just about 4 hours with John the Iceman Scully. So let's end this episode with a very, very special treat for you guys. And this is going to be, another edition of, let me play the intro again. And guys, doesn't this sound like a Ghanaian accent I did? Come on, be honest. I think this is a great Ghanaian accent. I don't care what anyone says.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
What do you think, guys? Don't you think? Didn't that sound great? But guys, we have to play a video, guys. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is hilarious. Now, once again, terrible fan takes from a moron who actually thinks he knows something about boxing. And I'm going to play this here. Are you guys looking at that?
I'm about done with that. I'm just looking at the fighters, man. Who we think the best is, we find out in the ring. Forget the belts, man. I'm done. It's too many. I'm over it. I'm over it, bro.
I'm pissed. I am the morning after. Look.
Dude, if I look like that guy, I'd be pissed because he's dumb as hell. Okay, let me let it continue. I'm sorry, guys. As you were, Showbiz, the dumbass. I don't know.
I am pissed. I wake up this morning to hear that Alexander Usyk is going to be stripped of the IBF title, and Herkovich versus Dubois is going to be for the IBF championship.
Yeah, we already knew this was happening.
Alexander Usyk. He just became undisputed.
Oh my gosh, dude, I can't take any more of that. Like, what is this guy getting upset about? Like, is this guy that stupid? Or does he just think it makes him sound more intelligent to be complaining about something? Well, quite the contrary, brother, because we already told you this a long time ago. And you know what? The only reason why you saw undisputed between Usyk and Fury was because the IBF didn't strip him when they initially wanted to. They said, you know what? We'll actually allow this. But keep in mind, guys, that Ergovich has been the IBF mandatory challenger for Alexander Usyk since August of 2022. That's how long, guys. That's how long he's been waiting for this. And he has stepped aside to allow Undisputed to happen. Undisputed only took place because the IBF allowed it. And this guy's getting upset after Usyk basically has stated, you know what, I don't have any interest in fighting Filip Ergovich and defending my mandatory challenger. I'm only going to do this fight and fight Tyson Fury in a rematch and possibly a rubber match in the event that he wins the rematch. And that's going to be it for me. That's it. So what's the problem? What's the problem? So what's the problem? Why is this guy so upset? He really has no idea. He's just a dumbass. How do you like that? And there it is. And there it is. Goodness gracious. Oh, gosh. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Once again, there's so much ignorance floating around YouTube. And guys, because they, it's strange. Guys, I think they think the louder they get and the more irate and irrational they become, they think it enhances their argument. Well, no, it just makes you look like a damn buffoon because you don't know shit. So I tell you what, let's close this show out, though, guys, with another buffoon who thinks that getting louder equates to a more solid, rational argument. And that's our friend Stephen A. Smith. How do you like that? Right? You guys are going to love this one. Yeah. Oh, boy. This is fun. Here we go, guys. Here we go, guys. You ready for this? You ready for this? This is my last segment, guys, because I do have to run.
Saturday night, Ukrainian boxer Alexander Usyk became the world's first undisputed heavyweight champion in 24 years after beating Tyson Fury via split decision this past weekend. The fight took place in Saudi Arabia, where Usyk knocked Fury down in the 9th round, really 8 count, all of that stuff, as opposed to really knocking him down. But basically, it was a knockout, before eventually earning a narrow win on 2 scorecards. Usyk added Fury's WBC title to his WBA, IBF, and W.A.W belts. See, you can look at this right here. He stunned Tyson Fury, had him hurt, had him wobbled. All that stuff is true. I thought it was low class for Tyson Fury to really credit the war in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia, for the victory, saying his country's at war and they're feeling sympathetic. That's why they gave him the decision. Tyson Fury is trying to say, I really thought I deserved to win, et cetera, et cetera. It was a close fight, but that was clearly a 10-8 round. And I had Usyk winning by majority decision myself.
So here's where it starts to get stupid. Yeah, here's where you're stupid.
I really hate boxing as much as I love it. I'm starting to really hate it.
Well, boxing hated you for a long time, brother.
I'm continuously missing out on the fights I want to see. This is why the UFC is so popular with Dana White. Because he makes sure you get the fights that you want to see when the hell you want to see them. Case in point, years ago, Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua on a collision course. Everybody and their mother is looking forward to that fight. What happens? Anthony Joshua gets stopped by Andy Ruiz. As a result, he's got to give Andy Ruiz a rematch. As a result, Deontay Wilder ultimately gets into a trilogy with Tyson Fury, where he looks like a shell of himself now compared to what he looked like before he ever got to the ring with Tyson Fury 3 straight times. This is the kind of stuff that pisses me off, because now I'm missing out on the fights that I want to see. What happened this weekend? You got Usyk getting ready to fight Tyson Fury, fights him, beats him. We were all looking forward, after watching Anthony Joshua destroy former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou. We're looking forward to Tyson Fury winning this fight. Anthony Joshua winning an upcoming fight. All of a sudden, that would be a collision course. 2 Brits fighting. You understand what I'm saying? In Wembley Stadium, across the ocean. 90,000, 100,000 people. Biggest heavyweight fight for the ages. Now that's on hold because Usyk wins the fight. And once again, there's a fight that we miss out on. This is the stuff that's...
Oh my gosh. I can't stand hearing any more of that. And it's just nothing but absolute nonsense, guys. So what is he griping about? What is he complaining about? Oh, you know what we wanted to see this year, this past year of the NFL? We wanted to see the Cowboys have a showdown with the San Francisco 49ers, but the Packers beat them in the opening round. Man, this is why I hate the NFL. Was he saying that? No, guys, this shit happens all the time in sports. And boxing is no different. This is why they fight the fights. If anything, it just creates new stars. Andy Ruiz, that was his coming out party as one of the elites of this generation in the heavyweight division. And it's just a damn shame that he's priced himself out and he hasn't competed more often, because I would love to see how Andy Ruiz would fare against Alexander Usyk or Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury. But guys, that's why the more the merrier. We see this all the time in other sports. Where was he? Did he say anything about the Denver Nuggets beating everyone up and winning the whole thing? an unstoried franchise like the Nuggets? Where was his commentary there? This guy's an idiot who wouldn't know a left hook from a fish hook. This guy's a moron, and I wish he would just shut his mouth when it comes to our beloved boxing. This guy's an idiot. So anyway, thought you guys would enjoy that. No, what really chaps me, though, is that these guys who get irate, loud, obnoxious, and moronic, and have a bunch of people tuning into them. Like, dude, you shouldn't be on ESPN with this kind of ignorant nonsense. And the other dude who looks like Gomez Adams from the Addams Family. Dude, shut your mouth. You don't know a damn thing. Just shut up. You're doing more harm to boxing than you are doing a good. You're not a positive ambassador to the sport. You're an idiot who espouses nonsense and rubbish. Well, and such is boxing fandom. But guys, thank you for joining me in this special matinee edition of War Week Boxing. And guys, if you could please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Because we're going to be speaking this afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, to Iceman John Scully. And once again, he's going to share his thoughts on this weekend's activities, last weekend's as well, and also give us a positive update on Arthur Beterbiev, when we should expect him back in the ring, and will we see Arthur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol this year? We're going to get an update, guys, so tune in for that. But I tell you what, thank you for joining me this matinee this afternoon. I'm Joseph Heron. You've been listening to War Week Boxing. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.
W.A.W Holdings proudly presents War Week Radio Chats with ring announcer Joseph Heron.